Hello, wa alaikum salam, it's me, Ivan Leroy, best tsundere, but most importantly, the Anime Jock. And my show of the same name is now undergoing a dramatic change of structure. You see, it's not fun to spend weeks writing and editing a well-thought-out video essay only to have it taken down by the unfun police. So now, Anime Jock will be a podcast, where I sit down and press the flesh with fellow anime lovers who know much more about it than I do. So what better way to kick off the new format than to speak with ginormous Devilman fan, Viewtiful Valentine, about the new series Devilman Crybaby, available now on Netflix. And by speak, I mean yell, because in our humble corner of the Anituber world, it's not just about how much you know about anime, it's how much passion you show for it. Enjoy.
Sup, Val?
What's up, Ivan?
So, we both watched Devilman Crybaby this past week, and I was planning on recording My Hero Bridge with you, but the problem is that whenever we record something, we always get in these long conversations and we completely derail the recording. So I figured, why not we just get it all out in the open here? Let's just dedicate some time to Devilman Crybaby, because it both left a very big impact on us, and I assume in very different ways.
More than likely, yeah. I mean, I really enjoyed it because it's my kind of thing, and I'm a fan of Devilman. But I'm really
that's what I've been noticing on your Twitter timeline as of late.
I really like Devilman, I'm super interested.
You didn't like Devilman the other fucking 20 years of your life that you had Twitter.
No, I don't know. Sometimes things just come out and burst, you know. When like I'm
gonna need that Devilman knowledge, because I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions.
No,
here.
yeah, no, go ahead.
So before we get started, I'm just gonna preface this to the audience. I did, in fact, the overall experience I was enthralled by. I thought it was a very special thing. I liked it. With that being said, I had a lot of very specific problems with it, and that's what I want to talk about. And so if you haven't seen Devilman Crybaby yet, pause this and go watch it. It's only 10 episodes, and I will say, it is definitely worth watching. For sure. But now that being said, man, so Devilman Crybaby was always, well, I guess it's just called Devilman.
You can just call it, we can just call it Devilman. Or just call it Crybaby.
It's always like this. It's just this incredibly fucking graphic shit.
It's you. Go Guy really enjoyed his violence, dude.
That's what I want to understand here, because maybe this is just lost in this generation. Was this very subversive in his time to do this?
Yeah, it was quite new, actually, to be honest, at the time. Like, cause it was very gory, and as you know, by the end, it doesn't have a happy ending.
Yeah, so that is the original ending. This entire series that we just watched is like an abridged version of the entire franchise. I've heard there's a lot of iterations.
It's pretty true to it, except that it's a more modernized take on it, which I found really interesting. Like, you know, the rappers, for example.
I heard about this. The rappers were delinquents.
Yeah, they were just like banchos.
Makes sense.
Like
it's
asshole
anime.
banchos and shit. And admittedly, I think maybe they handled Miki Makimura a bit better than they did in the manga.
The girl?
Yeah, because in the original, she was like your typical girl. Except
now,
maybe
she kind of still struck that way for me in this. There was definitely a little tad bit. She was definitely his anchor. She was his tether to humanity.
Totally.
I get that. But just barely. It was like a bare minimum. And I get this. This series wanted to... That's one of the things that works so well for this series. It didn't dwaddle on anything. It's very well paced.
No, yeah. But
maybe it's a little too fast at times.
I mean,
I wasn't giving nearly enough reason to care for Miki.
I mean,
why is she so perfect, other than the fact that she's perfect?
Well, in the manga, I'm probably gonna be jumping into the manga every now and then to like fill you in on shit, you know? Because in the manga, she's quite a funny girl. Like when the delinquents come up to her a second time because Ikira's such a pussy and can't protect her and shit, she like pulls out a knife.
Sweet.
Yeah, she like.
So that's what I'm really starting to understand here, is that a lot of this is informed. Like, this one was definitely for the fans. A lot of the background shit informs this.
Well, they're just
gonna assume you know. which I think kind of stinks because I think this is great for you. Because I said I enjoyed it overall as somebody who didn't know a goddamn thing about Devilman. I think this is a great experience for completely new people. But that being said, it looks like a lot was left on the table.
It really is because like, how was I gonna put this? In the manga, she was way more, like, fun, like, you know, doing the whole, oh, Akira, kya, like, you know, he's so hot. Like, she was just like all the other basic bitches lusting after his, like,
and I guess that was acceptable at the time.
Yeah. Like, she was just as in love with him as, like, all the girls were in the new version. In this one, however, she has positive feelings for him, but it's not like super obvious that she's like in love with him. She's just like, yeah,
it never struck me. I mean, to her, yeah, no shit. But her to him, it was always a sibling thing. It was a family thing, which I dig. I absolutely dig that. She don't have to fucking lust for the cock. But, so I do appreciate that.
But you know who also loved him, and I'm sure you got this. Rio is in love with Akira.
No shit. This entire show was for the gays, alright? It was fucking great.
Yeah, no, I read a...
No, this show was not about that straight life, alright?
No, it wasn't. But have you actually seen some people, like, getting into Devilman and then being like, oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't think it would be like this. Like, some people,
well, because the problem is it's... The shit that really bugs me, and I get, because this is very hypocritical for me to say, because I always talk about you should own your genre. You should play with a genre, and you should own it. And I like that. That pulpy shit, my god, I mean, that's the only reason that kept me hooked. That first episode, man, that tone and that atmosphere was fucking sick. But the moment they go to the strip club, that's when I get uncomfortable.
Felt a bit uncomfortable? Here. No, yeah.
Because I'm very Chekhov's gun with things, like, go ahead and show those tits and all that depravity, but it better have a purpose. And it looks like their version of firing the gun was the track meet. We're like, oh yeah, depravity brings out the demons. And it's like, okay, but I think there was a more tasteful way to do this. Like, this is some horny on main bullshit. Like,
yeah, most definitely.
We got this. They need to concede this. They were having fun being fucking gross.
Totally. Like, I've seen a lot of people, I think I saw someone say, like, there's no reason for it to be, like, this violent or
honestly, we have to be completely honest, and that's my biggest criticism. A lot of this was unnecessary. I think super unnecessary. I think you could have reached a wider audience if you had just kind of took just a little step off the pedal. Because, I mean, that's why it's so great. This show is so all in on everything, but sometimes there's some things you shouldn't go all in on.
I personally really enjoy violence sometimes. You know?
The violence, that was hit or miss. Like the fighting, it made sense to go that far, and it also raised the stakes. But at the same time, because I especially take umbrage with this, why do we have to kill children? Like, I understand the apocalypse happens and everyone in humanity dies, but I'm not about killing kids like that.
No, it's kind of worse
to raise
in the manga,
stakes.
Dude. Like,
but I guess that's the manga.
Have you seen, like, the art for the manga?
No, I mean, it looks like I've seen, like, people have been memeing up about fucking the ball store urine.
Yeah,
I've seen those faces, so I've seen that much, but I haven't seen, like, the graphic or the action art of the manga.
Well, I mean, I'll share, like, a quick picture of, like, a cover and, like, a little bit of art. I'll send it to you in does the podcast have, like, a little chat area, or is there anywhere I can, like, just send it to you on Skype?
Just send it over to me on Skype.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you look at the style, you would not expect this to be, like, really gory, like, you know how the kid dies.
Yeah, I've seen these images. Like, this is very classic manga.
Yeah, and you don't expect it to be, like, that gory, but Go Nagai was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be really bad. This is gonna be really horrible sometimes. Like, when the kid gets turned into the demon, Miki's brother. When Miki's brother gets turned into a demon,
they don't show off screen. You see his eyes are darker, and you have to make the assumption.
His tongue is, like, yellow. Yeah, you make the assumption.
It's one of those things where the pacing got a little too ahead of itself.
Kinda, yeah.
Like they're having a conversation, and you see his eyes are darker, and you're like, is he wearing mascara for funsies because the Devilman has become a bit of a pop icon at this point?
That's something that
or did he become a demon? It's like, I understand as a storyteller, I understand, but if I was just a mainstream audience, this would be very confusing.
No, totally. I knew he became a demon because his tongue was all fucking yellow and shit. I was like, oh, this is... Because I saw it more as, oh, the audience knows what's gonna happen, but no one does. Like, why is no one else seeing this? So, in that, he turns into a demon, eats his mom, which I thought was really fucking creepy, because he's like a weird maggot thing, and I find worm things like
are you
that.
talking about the manga, or are you talking about the show?
I'm talking about the show right now, when he eats his mom.
Okay, now I have a big fucking problem with this. We do get some connection to the boy,
Yeah?
but otherwise the family is just like this fucking milquetoast fucking Christian family.
Yeah.
We don't hear much about them other than the fact that they're friends with Akira's family, and they take him in. So we know they're hospitable. We know that much about them.
And we know that they love him because Miki's all like, hey, you know,
but
my mom and dad would totally buy you a new phone.
The only reason we care is the fact that a mother and child died.
Yeah.
That's always like it was so cheap. It was so
no, yeah. We totally could have gotten more of a like connection to the family. Like maybe have Akira like have a bit of a moment with the family where they could be like, hey, we want you to know, even though you're not our son, we love you.
It's just this bare minimum. Because he goes back to that scene where he's sitting at the table, and I get this. It was just this bare minimal inform you that this is his tether to humanity. This is the man in Devilman right here is what you're seeing.
Yeah.
I get it.
And they turn all black and their heads pop off.
But...
like that was at the very end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's towards the end.
Yeah,
but
because that's his realization.
I read the interview
that.
with the director. By God, we need to talk about the direction. The direction. Yeah, we'll get back to it. The direction. That's what saved it for me. The direction is
yeah, I'd just like to say you can tell he's a fan of it, and that's what I was actually. No,
you can tell this guy is a savant. You know he's an artist.
Well, dude, he did.
This is unlike anything I've ever seen before.
He's done like 2 movies.
That's why it's so special. Yeah, he's done Ping Pong, the animation. He's done. Kaiser was recommending Kaiba. I'm going to give that a look.
I have not heard of Kaiba. I was going to say he did Tatami Galaxy as well, I believe.
Yeah, but anyways, before I get off straight off my point.
Yeah, I just want to get
I saw the interview, and he was talking about how he said this was Rio's story. And I have another issue with this. We focus, if this is really Rio's story, Rio, I think, is the weakest link. Until the very end. The very end. Like, there's a lot of... I mean, we talk about... Kira gets the bare minimum. But at least he gets something. Rio is nothing but missing gaps. Which it makes sense when we find out at the very end that he is Satan. And so we realize, oh yeah, there's gaps in his memory, but there's gaps in just his characterization. The fact that he goes from 0 to fucking, I'm gonna stab these people at the nightclub.
Well, see, this is where I could tell you some things about the differences between the manga and stuff and Rio.
Yeah, and I've seen clips of the old anime and shit because everyone's like having fun with this. Yeah, and I'm like, okay, this informs you a little bit more about Rio being a bit of a fuckhead.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like in the manga, you know, he's actually the one who sets up the nightclub thing.
Okay.
Yeah, like,
so he designed the party.
He set up the Sabbath. In this one, he's just like, these parties happen all over town. You know, and he just so happens to know.
I would have liked that. I wish they'd gone that direction. I wish he'd be like, oh, I did it. Even if he didn't realize, because he's like, I remember he was investigating it, and he said it got sealed up.
Yeah, that's right.
I would have liked it better if, he was the mastermind behind it all. Yeah. It seemed that way from the very beginning.
In the manga, actually, you know how it shows that they were friends since childhood?
Yeah.
Yeah. In the manga, they weren't friends since childhood. Rio Asuka is in fact a guy who recently died, and Satan said to Psycho Jenny, the David Bowie big head looking fucking the big face lady, said to Psycho Jenny, erase my memories so I can insert myself into humanity. And because he had all of his memories erased, it sounds a bit silly, probably the way I'm explaining it.
Okay, so in this regard, the manga is a little bit.
Yeah, the manga is a little bit more like, So
I give the anime props now for that much.
Yeah, because they made it more
Satan's involvement a lot more streamlined.
Totally. But in the manga, it's like he gets his memories erased, inserts himself into humanity, and Psycho Jenny inserts the memories of Rio Asuka into Akira's head. They were never friends.
Okay.
They were never friends. They just think
that's
they were friends.
That's one of the things that got to me. I understand they were childhood friends, but such a good boy like Akira, when fucking Rio just shows up and shoots up a fucking pier, he goes, "Come on, Rio! Like, we haven't seen you in years, Rio. I haven't seen you in years.
Give me a hug,
Akira.
Rio." Yeah.
It's like, all right, I'm down. I mean, it was funny. I that's what I think. I was entertained by that, and I'm like, wow, this is kind of silly. But after all that, I'm like, wow, what? Aside from the fact that Akira's super fucking like innocent,
I find Akira a bit annoying in the modernized version compared to the old version, the manga version.
And this is what I want to keep talking about because I keep falling off my point.
Okay, you want to talk about the directors?
I want to talk about Akira's journey here. Because if this was really about Rio did not earn. I love the. I'll say that right now. Because I have a big hearty for Athenian tragedy. So that fucking ending. I didn't believe in love, so I didn't believe in tragedy. So I didn't believe in sorrow. And so now, in order to learn, the devil learns love and sorrow that day.
Yeah,
that is some fucking dramatic shit that I can get behind. But
he gets what he wants, but at what cost?
Unearned. Because in the director's interview, he's like, "Oh yeah, this was Rio's story the entire time." I'm like, really? Because it didn't really become Rio's story until like the last 5 minutes of this fucking 10-episode show.
I feel like
now going back to Akira,
developed a lot more than Akira did.
Now Akira, no, see, Akira, it was constantly testing Akira's merits, and this is what defines. Because I'm highly influenced by Greek tragedy. That's what fuels My Hero Abridged. That's my biggest influence. But where I branch off from Greek tragedy, I let the hero win at the end. I think there needs to. I'm very traditionalist in this way.
Like a happy ending.
I don't want to hear necessarily a happy ending. I want the hero to be rewarded for their suffering. I want them to be I want to build them up, break them down, and then at the end of the day, they've gained something. It doesn't have to be a good thing, but they need to gain something out of the experience. At the end of Devilman, Satan gains something. He gains sorrow and love. But it wasn't his story, and don't fucking pretend like it really was Rio's story, because we focused on 9 3/4 episodes on Akira the entire fucking time. And all we did to Akira is fucking make him suffer, and there was never a payoff. And don't get me wrong, that is brave for storytelling today, and I respect it. But for me personally, I hate that. It's too dour. The world sucks enough. Why can't we have just a little bit of something else?
Totally. But
that's my rationale. That's what I want to get behind. Is the fact that we spent this entire time testing Akira, making him suffer, and he never gains anything in the end.
No, he loses everything.
He loses everything so Sane can learn something at the last second and go, oh yeah, this was my story the entire time. It's like...
That's just like how the manga ended up. But, another story that has a blonde asshole killing the hero that you and I both like. I mean, you've fallen off the wagon a bit, but... JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
JoJo.
Phantom Blood.
I'm not, don't even talk to me about JoJo anymore. I'm off the JoJo.
You're done with it. You're done with it till the part 5 anime
I shit you not, Val, because I don't sleep very well, and I was just laying there in bed and going, I'm never gonna get back into JoJo, am I? It was just a random thought I had last night. I'm just sitting there in bed and going, I don't think I'm ever gonna watch it. I don't think I'm ever gonna read JoJo ever again.
Wait till part 5's released. Wait till part 5 anime.
I told you I don't like part. I think Giorno ruins that. But when the anime comes out, I bet you I do love part 5.
You may very well like it more.
This is not the JoJo podcast.
No, it isn't. That's why I'm trying to get back to it.
I think that should be our next one.
Let me.
I think that should be our next one. But now go to me about this trope. When was Devilman made?
Like 1980, dude.
Oh fuck!
I'll check right now.
This is relevant because that's when JoJo came out.
No,
right?
better yet. 1 moment. I'm just checking.
Okay, so this is relevant to talk about. Now, tell me about this trope about the blonde
1972 to 1973.
Wait, what was?
Devilman, 1972.
Oh, so it's even. It predates.
Yeah, predates. Okay. It predates JoJo, dude. Like.
So this is super influential, okay?
Yeah, man. Yeah, Devilman's huge.
I hear a lot. I said I like how I told you I was making funny, like, oh, you haven't talked about Devilman till now. My anime side of Twitter has been nothing like I've been a big Go Nagai fan since the beginning.
No, I'm not a Go Nagai fan.
Here's the thing. I will concede to Mercury Falcon because he's definitely into it. No, but the rest of you fuckers are fair weather. Fuck off.
No, I'll prove it. My old YouTube channel where I did Let's Plays and shit. that were really bad before. My name on it was Devilman. Devilman 12 and shit.
Oh, I think you told me that, yeah.
Yeah, and that was because I watched the Devilman Amon Apocalypse OVA, and I thought it was rad as hell, and then I watched the OVAs.
Did, you horny on main motherfucker. I've seen some fucking footage.
I know, yeah. No, like, I'm sure you know about the horrible bit where Devilman rips off a demon lady's tit and totally eats it.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking gruesome. But
and that's I want to keep going back on this whole graphic shit.
Okay.
This is what I take issue when it comes to the graphic nudity.
Go on.
I'm all about equal opportunity genitalia. I saw one poorly rendered dick versus like a million fucking tits and vaginas. All right, that's how you know it's bullshit.
No, yeah. Totally. But,
if you had given me at least a close number, hell, if you had gotten at least half as many dicks as tits in that, I would have forgiven it. But no, it is what it is. It is horny on main.
Maybe that's why I love it so much.
Oh, it's exactly why you love it so much.
Maybe, but I'm gonna say this: we saw 2 occasions of a man and a woman having sex when Devilman was fucking Irene they were fight fucking in the sky.
Okay.
Remember? Because when he's like, you know, if you want to get screwed so badly.
So those characters were important.
Yeah, we'll talk about those in a minute.
Demons.
We'll talk about those in a minute. And I do want to talk about those too. This is one of the things where I go,
this was a lot left on the table, but I understand. Because you wanted to keep moving. So I appreciate that, because here's the thing, not like I was interested in to begin with. So I should be quiet about how that pacing goes.
Yeah.
But still, there's a lot left. There's a lot that informs the fans and not the mainstream.
We saw 2 occasions of men and women fucking, and 1 occasion of 2 guys just fucking on the bed, which when that came up, I was just like, wait, what?
Val was like, get this gay shit off my television. I was cheering. I'm like, about fucking time.
Yeah, no, I was just like, whoa.
I love that gay shit.
I did not blink once when Cyrene and
I know you did. Oh, I know.
I was just like, going, yes, this is what I came here for.
See, I was the exact opposite. Like, when they're fight fucking in the air, I'm like, this is some dumbass shit.
Yeah, no.
And then a fucking dude just rammed this guy in the ass into the
and then ate him.
I don't even bat an eye. I'm like, this is art. Because I want to tell the audience right now, because everyone's like, oh, Ivan's a fucking pussy, he doesn't like this fucking shit. Oh, dude, it's fine. I'm a hypocrite. Because I just watched Army Hammer and Call Me By Your Name eat a jizz apple, and I was completely okay with it. So, trust me, I'm a complete hypocrite.
See, I'm like, you know how like with JoJo at one point, I was like, no, you need to watch JoJo, it's so weird and shit. With Devilman, I'm just like, yeah, you can watch Devilman. Unless you don't like this kind of thing, in which case just don't fucking touch it. I straight up said to Naomi, don't fucking touch Devilman, it ain't for you.
No, please, do not.
No.
My pure daughter, please do not watch Devilman.
No, don't. Like, she can if she wants.
She watched Logan last night, because I told her
to.
And I felt bad, because she hasn't talked to me since. So she's probably weeping right now.
Probably. I mean, I haven't, she's been away all
She was
day.
talking during the entire film, and at one point she stopped talking. I'm like, fuck, she's probably gotten to that part. And this is not the Logan spoiler cast, so we're not going to get there.
No. So, the things I wanted to say, can I just say something that really bothered me? And it's in episode 9, when everyone dies.
I can talk about what bothers me.
No, I want to talk about what bothers me.
So, episode 9, let's go about it.
Let me finish. Because I know you love talking. I know you're going to interrupt me at some point.
I hate talking. It's my least favorite thing.
So, anyway, you know how, Miko saves Miki, jumps away like a mile away and shit, and then they chase her down.
Why did she have to do that?
Yeah, no. Everyone dies down at the riverbank. Like, they even have that fucking rapper's corpse in the car just to give her a false sense of
like how they brought it. Wow. Like,
yeah, they bought it.
For a mindless mob, they sure know theatrics very well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Hey, now that we killed him, now let's drag it all back to the house.
Exactly. In the original Devilman manga, dude. And in the Amon Apocalypse thing, they kill her in the house. They kill the cat. They fucking decapitate the boy, and then fucking hold his head up in a single panel. But here's the thing:
the Greek Greek tragicist in me, if tragicist is a word, appreciates that because it was the baton scene. I'm handing you a baton. I'm like, oh yeah, this is some good drama right
it
here.
is. It is.
Even
good.
though it's so stupid. Even though in the back of my mind I go, this is so dumb.
And I'm sure you
have to go
guessed.
here. Why did they shoot her nipple horn?
I'm sure you guessed this, by the way. In Devilman, there is nothing about fucking track and field team.
Nothing in the manga.
No, there's nothing. There's no like meaning behind the track and field thing because they really like pushed.
The big sports anime fan of me appreciate the track. You helped put it in my language. If you introduce sports in any anime, I'm in.
Well, so if you just
this is Anime Jock, by the way.
introduce boxing into like some kind of fucking like philosophical bullshit.
If they were boxing while fucking, I totally wouldn't have batted an eye.
Yeah, no, that's one of the things that bothered me. And sometimes there would be these changes of scene, or like the scene would suddenly change, and it would be nighttime, and I'd be like, should it be nighttime by now? It was like daytime just a moment ago, and it's like pitch black all of a sudden and shit.
Now, like, some things here, as much as I'm praising the direction, and we still need to go. We do. Direction. Yeah. I did not like. It was. I think it was towards the latter episodes. They would be fighting at night, and it would be too dark to see.
See, are you talking about the bit in like episode 5 where they were like fighting?
Like it wasn't even stylized. Like I'm not even talking about 5. I'm talking about like episode 10. Like it would get so dark you couldn't even see what the fuck was going on.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like maybe they were hiding it. Like I think they were railing against their budget. Which is another thing I gotta appreciate about Devilman Crybaby. I've never seen an anime before, or at least not in a very long time, where I can go, these motherfuckers went bankrupt making this shit.
Probably. They definitely like used the whole budget. Like you can tell at the very end.
They went over budget for sure. Like, that's why Netflix bought it.
Can I just say something?
I bet you that's why Netflix bought it.
Something I really appreciate actually was how,
or at least that's why they let themselves be bought by Netflix.
The fusion thing is actually a big thing with demons in the manga, where it's like, oh yeah,
it seemed like it. That was another thing. I'm like, I bet that's a bigger thing.
It is a bigger thing because in the manga it's more like the way they survive. Yeah, man, it was like it was in a shonen magazine, not Shonen Jump. It was in a shonen magazine, I believe.
Oh yeah, there's like a bunch of them, isn't there?
But yeah, it's like there's this scene in the manga where like this woman fuses with a snake, then she fuses with a tree, and it basically explains the demons just fused with a bunch of shit until they got all fucked up, basically.
I mean, that's what they kind of explain that in the order.
Yeah, and I like it.
They recombine with shit.
Yeah, and I liked it how they just showed that off.
There's always got to be. I mean, even if it's not Shonen Jump, it is Shonen, and it's got to have its gimmick.
Totally. But as I was going to say, they showed that off with Cyrene and Kaim, which might I just say, that's actually a really touching scene where she's like, why are you doing this? I'm going to fucking die soon. If I fuse with you, you'll die too. And it's like, I just want you to fucking, like, feel victory. And then he goes, even when bloodied. I thought that was
important because at this,
it was nice. It shows that demons are people.
There was no reason to sympathize with the demons.
Exactly. That was a
very important scene, I will concede to.
Let's be real. The whole point of the movie in the very end, not the movie, the series in the very end is, who's really the demon here? Because they're people and demons
and once again, they really glance over it. Like, you give them this very minimal tether to humanity. And then you go to hell, you mortals. Like, I lost everything, now you can all just die. Who gives a fuck? It's like, boo, you were supposed to be the devil man.
Yeah, like, he just had that moment where he was, like, there being
okay, no, fuck it, I didn't get what I want, bye.
No, he just had that moment where he stood there taking all the bottles and gunshots and rocks and shit, and all the kids hugged him.
Until they took what was his.
Yeah, and then he was like, fuck you!
Yeah, I was like, you should have done that after. Here's the thing, if you had done that after,
and then he was like,
I would have conceded that was Akira's gain. That this is what he learned. But instead, you completely undone it, and it was just a loss.
I think that's kind of the point, though. He couldn't, like, keep up that fucking...
Obviously was the point. And that's where I diverge from most tragedy, where I go, I'm sorry, but I need something to be gained. I mean, that's what makes me different from the other tragedies.
He didn't stop believing in humanity altogether, because he did say, the humans won't lose to you. They totally fucking did, though. Although they took Psycho Jenny with them, and she's, like, super fucking powerful in the manga, dude. Because I felt
like it.
Yeah, no, because she's like because Devilman also
kind of. She reminds me of that freaking that butler that Lex Luthor has in DC Comics.
Oh yeah, the Asian one, right?
I mean, maybe in the 1950s. You can't.
Lana Lang? Is it Lana Lang?
I have no idea what her name is.
I don't know.
In modern interpretation, she's not Asian.
I don't
She's
know.
a robot lady.
Ah, fair enough. But if you couldn't tell, by the way, Psycho Jenny, the big face mask thing, was also the lady who basically adopted Rio.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was pretty obvious. She had the same face the entire time.
You know, admittedly, it didn't occur to me until my friend pointed out, and I went, "Oh shit, you're right. The fucking red hair and shit." It was just something I just.
It was pretty
fucking
like from
overlooked.
the very fucking beginning. Like the moment you saw her, because you didn't see her face right away.
No, you don't.
The moment you saw your face, I'm like, yeah, this is a fucking demon right here.
Yeah, there was a point where my friend was like, "Why didn't he suspect her of being a demon?" I just said, "Well, he doesn't think demons have feelings. He probably assumes that if she was a demon, she would have killed him when he was a fucking baby."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But that scene with Kime, the turtle bulb thing, that like, you know, who was in love with Cyrene. That scene is totally there to be like, yeah, no, these things have feelings because there's that point.
I very much appreciated that.
I did too. It's a really nice. It's
but
just a really nice
it
short
keeps
moment.
going to the fact that why do we have to have all this crap? Like the stakes are there without having to go so fucking extreme.
No,
it's too much.
I know you're just
that scene
you don't
was
like that
so
kind of thing.
that scene had more weight to it than anything.
Yeah,
and we didn't
yeah.
have to see a single fucking clit or fucking boob.
See, I just
there.
don't mind that kind of thing because I'm just like, yeah, it's trying to be like a bit dirty and shit, and yeah, it probably is just being horny on main. You're right there, but
It absolutely is. It's absolutely that's why asses got like more asses got. That's the reason why that thing got greenlit to begin with. It's like, well, this will sell.
no, it's 18 plus as fuck.
Porn will sell.
I mean, then again, is there really much 18 plus stuff on Netflix anyway?
Not that because I don't actively seek it out, so I honestly I can't even give you an estimate. How
Because
much
to be fair,
that shit is on Netflix.
I didn't think either. I actually didn't
I'm a fucking
think that
child, Val. Like I watch fucking like I have a Netflix account just to watch Voltron, basically.
Oh yeah, you do, yeah.
Voltron is so good.
I know
it's
you.
Better than Devilman.
No, shut up! I'll fight you.
Oh, fuck off!
Beyblade,
so much better.
Beyblades will beat Gundam, and Devilman beats Voltron.
Fuck off!
I'll destroy your Gundam
for
with
another
my
time
babe.
before we get off fucking topic here.
It parted the Red Sea, Ivan. But getting on topic again. But my anyway, thing is, I don't actively seek it out.
That's another thing too. Fucking
go on.
Iron-Blooded Orphans is this kind of story where everyone fucking dies at the end, but there's still something to be gained. The fucking kids on Mars have a future. Like
here's the thing.
The soldiers don't, but the
I'm gonna
children
say
on Mars
this.
get a future at least.
I'm gonna tell you something about Devilman.
That's enough
Gundam.
digression.
Devilman is also
that's my
series.
kind of Iron-Blooded Orphans is my kind of tragedy.
I know it
That's
is.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, because it doesn't have tits in
Also, spoilers for Iron-Blooded Orphans.
You should, Ivan.
Everyone fucking dies.
You're happy as long as there is not a tit to be seen, aren't you?
Yeah, because there was plenty of women in that. I don't mind DL fucking. Like there's a guy who had like 50 wives, but we had to see that shit. It was inferred. That's all.
I know, but I like to imagine.
So let's use that time. Let's use that budget to watch some fucking robots fight.
I just like to imagine.
If I want to see some boobs, I'll go to the gym and get a couple phone numbers and call it a day. Right?
Good for you, but we got all.
Some of us have the balls to get this for ourselves.
I
don't need vicarious 2D boobs, all right?
No. My point was, though, I just imagine you being like, oh no, a nip slip, take it away.
Fucking, I'm just saying, Val, chicks dig Gundam. Have you seen that tweet?
Dude, go watch G Fighter
Dude
Gundam.
got married for showing the Gundam collection.
Let's get back on the topic, though.
Okay.
We will talk about Gundam, though, because you need to watch G Fighter Gundam.
Val, this might just be, I think this is what Anime Jock is going to become, because I'm so fucking tired of getting taken down for copyright. Let's just do a podcast. It's
Sure,
so much easier. Podcasts are so easy.
I love
Why do we put so much effort into things?
I've started my second Gundam series, which is G Fighter Gundam, but we should seriously get back to Devilman. Let's talk about that
the shining
fucking
finger.
Yeah, boy.
I haven't started yet, but I'm going to. Because I saw a scene that I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
Now back to Devilman. You keep going off topic, Val. Stop.
Fucking soundtrack. It is not music that I listen to, but it is
Devilman.
really fucking good.
I was listening on the way to work yesterday. I was fucking down with that.
Yeah.
It's pretty. Back to the direction. You know what my favorite part of Devilman Crybaby, my favorite part of the entire series?
What was it, Ivan?
It's that post-credit sequence in 9.
That is a really nice moment.
That's pretty.
Because that's all
And
he wants.
also, everyone and anyone who's a fan of My Hero Bridge knows what I feel about letterboxing and black bars.
Yeah,
and if you play with it, I like it.
Black bars do make things look kind of cooler, actually.
They make everything better.
Except for a single game, which I won't talk about right now. Keep it on topic.
Fucking it works for fucking Wes Anderson, man. Not necessarily. It doesn't have to be that widescreen aspect ratio, even horizontally.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like you did that.
Letterboxing, framing is so important.
You did that in my favorite, my favorite moment of My Hero Academia 5, where I did the fucking United States of Smash and shit. That's one of my favorite.
I
bits.
wanted to do a Digimon like this, but I was gonna do the Wes Anderson thing where I did the 4:9 ratio, where it's a box. It has a very soft like frame.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it. I just ran out of time.
Fair enough. But
hey Patreon, you want Digimon Abridged? Start paying up. It's a really good one.
Do you have a favorite track in Devilman Crybaby, if you know them?
A favorite track? It's not necessarily my favorite,
but
it's because it's just because I intend to use this in My Hero Abridged.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
one I just sent
It's
you?
Miki the Witch.
Oh, that one
When
is
it goes
good.
do 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 do, and then it cuts. That is the theme of a character in My Hero Abridged now.
I really like Judgment. You know when Cyrene... Yeah, when Cyrene and Kime fuse, and it had that moment where he got hit by lightning, and the music just stopped. And then he gets impaled on the fucking horn, and the music just blasts.
I'm gonna listen to it really quick. Don't worry, we'll cut this.
Listen to it really quickly, because it's really good. There's just a moment where the music just stops, and then it just comes in at like 43 seconds. Go to 43 seconds.
Wait, what, Mark?
43 seconds, or make it 40 seconds. It's really good, because there's a single moment.
I thought that track was okay.
I really liked that track just because of the moment.
Because I mean, you said it's not your kind of music. It's not my kind of music either. I like orchestral.
No, I know you do.
I like very sweeping, classical.
Giant
That's
Robo,
my
right?
thing. Yeah, giant. Yeah, no, not Giant Robo. Masamichi Amano, the best fucking anime music composer ever. I don't give a fuck. Or I know there's some Joe Hisashi's fans out there, and that's cool. I like him too, but he's number 2 to Masamichi. Holy shit. Mm-hmm. Well, another podcast.
Yeah, once again, we're bad on staying on top. But
this was supposed to be a one and done thing, but this is probably a new series now.
Probably, maybe. What anime?
We gotta get someone like D in here too.
Yeah. D likes his anime, actually, he does. But once again, this is music
we need all the anime jocks. We need all the anime fans who can also kick ass.
But yeah, this is like an example of this isn't the kind of music I listen to, because I'm not big on like lots of modern music, to be honest. And
oh, me neither.
It's an example of how it's like a modernized take of it, because you know when you hear the original Devilman song, but you can tell it's fucking remixed and whatnot. It's
I don't know the Devilman theme. So
it's the one that goes It's the one I can only say. It goes Deviru, 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 Deviru man. It's all it's fucking. I'll send it you. I'll send it you later or something. Just soundtrack is phenomenal. It really like matches tone, and I really like the song "School Life." And you're right, Miki the Witch is actually like
Miki the Witch is fucking great.
It's a really nice little track.
What was the one with Rio had a theme as well that I really liked. But my favorite track of the entire one is the thing that plays at the end.
Is it?
And it's not on the soundtrack, so I had to record it off Netflix and put it on my iPod.
They've got them all on YouTube, dude. I can send you the fucking playlist.
So they're probably adding more, but I couldn't find it, so I just recorded myself. So I have it already.
I mean, it's Buddy Rio, I think you're thinking of.
Yeah, Buddy Rio, I have that.
That's a good one. Yeah,
that's a good one.
I'm surprised that the track, because I'll be honest with you, sometimes songs can make me really like a character if a character has a nice theme song.
Oh, of course, man. Leitmotifs are the best. That's what makes a character.
Yeah.
Fucking My Hero Bridge, fucking D's character Chili he's completely predicated upon musical motifs. Like if you ever listen very carefully, he has a very set of rhythms whenever he comes on frame.
Yeah. Can I just say as well, so you know how I talked to you earlier about how Rio was in love with Akira?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like they don't push it super hard.
No,
in
that's why
Devilman
it's great. That's why it's
Crybaby. And
great. It's very
exactly.
implied. I love that.
Exactly. But the thing that I think pushes it the most at the very end, where they're laying down, looking at the stars, he's like, the rabbit's probably dead too.
Oh no, that scene killed me. That
bit's really sad.
Is so sad.
It's so
and I'm like,
sad.
No, see now that you said the rabbit is dead. What made me cry because, like I said, I'm about the hero gaining something.
Yeah.
For me, it was when it was little Akira going, well, we have to go save it.
Yeah.
We have to go save the rabbit.
We gotta go save it. Yeah, it's super sad.
The power of it, the spirit of youth. Yes. Yeah. I'm like fucking Rock. Who's fucking Rock Lee's mentor in Naruto?
Might Guy.
Might Guy. The only episode of Naruto I've ever watched is the episode of Rock Lee's fight with Gaara. And I am Guy Sensei. The power you that's literally like my original scripts. It's literally just about empowering children.
I will admit, you're very good at like getting me to like push myself in a voice acting session, like when we're trying to do United States of Smash. Like, remember we were there
I can't wait. Oh man, I mean that's why we're recording this now, so we're uninterrupted.
Exactly.
When I get you for season. Yeah, we'll say that. We can't talk about this.
No, I know. But let me get to my point. Let me get to my point about Rio though.
Yeah, but Rock Lee and Guy Sensei are my fucking spirit animals. And when fucking Akira's like, we have to go save the rabbit, I'm like, go save the rabbit. I don't care if it's not there.
Build a fucking spaceship.
You dare to save the rabbit in life, please.
You like there's a Kickstarter on all of a sudden that comes up, we gotta save the rabbit. You just like put all your money
if I was doing Devilman Crybaby abridged, I would be like, the plot would be about saving the rabbit. I would draw a rabbit on the moon that they have to go save. There wouldn't be an apocalypse. It'd be like, we finally saved the rabbit, Akira. The end.
I always play around with the idea of wanting to do abridges if I were to do a Devilman Crybaby. I only had one joke for it that I thought of around. But the thing that I think really pushes the fact
there's gonna be my toaster is retarded already said this.
Oh yeah, I know.
There's not gonna be Devilman Crybaby abridges because Netflix is gonna take that shit down. Good luck.
Wait a sec. Well, I mean, didn't Castlevania do fine?
That was not a big company. That's what's the I apologize because I should be very respectful of this company.
Probably.
But they are very small. They started on the internet. They don't have lawyers yet. They have lawyers. It's just they haven't reached that level yet where they can attack people for funsies.
Enough.
But whereas Devilman Crybaby is owned by Aniplex, whereas Voltron is owned by Viacom. The fucking worst people to fight with. The people at Project Voice Spend are gonna do a Voltron abridged. Like, you're already in trouble enough, guys. I love you, but oh god, you're just playing with fire.
Let me get to my point though about Rio, okay? Okay. So the thing that I think really enforces the fact, and maybe it's just a little thing because I'm totally gay, really, but at the very end when they're laying down saying the rabbit's dead, don't cry about it. It's when he says, "Why am I the only one talking, Akira?" And he does this seductive, like, get up and turns his head over to you like they've just banged or something.
It was absolutely insinuated.
And like I said, the only thing I thought of right there was, anyway, Akira, now that that's all done, give me some of that hot demon. Oh. Looks down at his fucking
penis anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like Andy from Toy Story. I don't want to play with you anymore.
No, I thought it was really sad when he's like, Akira, don't leave me like this, Akira. Because in the manga, he's just like, oh, you fell asleep. An eternal slumber. And then fucking all the angels come and wreck everything. And you did wait until the very end of the final episode, didn't you?
Yeah, I watched it all the way through.
And you saw
I was hoping for another episode 9 sequence, and I didn't get it.
What I was hoping for was a little teaser to a new anime series called Violence Jack, which is the sequel to Devilman, and it's way worse.
Oh, I bet it is.
Yeah, which, so you saw that at the end. You saw that at the very end.
It was like the beginning. It was a palindrome.
Yeah, it's like, at the very end, you saw the Earth is back to normal. Like, you saw that shot of it being all fucked up.
Yeah.
And then there were 2 moons. The one that Satan sliced in half, and one regular one.
So, what's the significance of the 2 moons?
I think... I haven't read Violence Jack, because Violence Jack is really bad. Not bad as in it's like a bad manga.
For you? Oh,
yeah,
shit.
no, it's like... no,
Must be really bad.
Dude, if you were to type in Violence Jack, manga, or just Violence Jack, go into the images... and then go to the far right.
Look it up. I don't want to.
Look, okay, no, I'm gonna send you the picture then. I'm gonna send you the
Don't
picture.
you dare!
I will. Look, that is Miki and Rio Asuka with their arms and legs cut off, naked and chained up. That's how bad Violet's Jack is.
That looks silly.
And that is
fucking silly.
And that is actually Asuka and Miki, because it's weird. The world of Devilman is kind of set in a fucking cycle where people get reincarnated as different people. And in the end of Violence Jack...
So is JoJo.
Yeah, but JoJo's, like, continuous. Like, it's actually moving in time.
I kind of dig that shit, to be honest.
Well, like it's like Dark Souls, then. No,
it's a very clever way to reuse character models.
Yeah, no,
character
it kind
designs.
of is.
Because it's a very... It's a lazy way with a lot of effort to not have to design new characters.
Yeah, I mean, the main guy in Get a Robo... The main guy in Get a Robo is basically Akira Fudo, yeah. He's basically...
Oh, he
Akira
does.
Fudo.
I saw the intro. Because everyone's like, hey, Go Nagai did this and this. And he made the combining robot. I'm like, did he? Yeah. I want to see it. And I'm like, oh, that's a reused design.
Oh, and to be fair...
Not that I'm not fucking guilty of this as well. But you know who I love the most who does that? Who reuses designs? And you know who I'm going to say?
Go on.
Urasawa Naoki.
Urasawa Naoki. Could you remind me what he
Monster.
has done? Yes!
And I like his explanation, and I'm totally going to steal it. Because I think it's the coolest explanation ever. He says he treats his character designs like actors.
Yeah,
and they appear in each one, and I thought, that's the fucking coolest thing I've ever heard.
Like when
and not only that, but in my favorite of his, Pluto, not only does he reuse his own characters, but he uses oh god, I'm gonna get fucking railed for not knowing the name.
Go on.
Astro Boy's creator.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He uses other characters and like fucks around with them.
Yep, he does it too, and and Urasawa does it. Oh, Osamu Tezuka, because I totally didn't look it up. I knew it in my heart.
The original creator of fucking...
Now see, I can use Anime Jock as like a shield, like, oh, I'm just a jockey, guys. I don't have to know this shit.
You are quite the jock, I was gonna say. But overall, you would say like your experience with Devilman was like fucking good, yeah? Like I know you didn't you didn't like the over-sexuality.
I was enthralled. I wanted to talk about it.
Yeah, no, like I've been super interested in... I've been waiting all day.
It has a lot of fucking problems. And like I would liken it to Erased. It's a great experience. It's got a lot of problems, but I really enjoyed the watch. I was hooked. I was addicted to watching it, even though there's a lot of decisions I wasn't approved of.
I mean, I was super interested because like I've always kind of pegged you as someone who doesn't like overly like dark stuff, to be honest, or like because I've never heard you talk about Berserk or anything, or show even because I
think this is a misconception people get because of the stories I write. There's a difference between like drama and just dark shit, like actual dark black shit. There is a distinction between it, and I do drama. I don't do let's rip children in half for fun.
Yeah, like
I kill good boys, but it's always a beautiful death. There's a purpose to it. It's like it's like Bakugo carries the torch. It's poetic. I don't just rip a child in half and go, oh, didn't that look cool?
Say, you just killed the anime guy from My Hero in your bridge just because you don't like him though.
Anima's not dead. That was a joke.
Oh, fair enough. I thought
Anima's not dead. A lot of people didn't even care. Literally only you and Sam are the only ones who brought up that Anima's dead. I'm like, no, he's not. That was a joke.
Fair enough.
Anima has a role to play. Don't worry. Just because I don't like a character doesn't mean I can't fix it.
Okay, no. Here's what I thought though, because you said in the trailer, "Why do I get the feeling that someone's not going to come out of this alive?"
Yeah, because I was fucking with the audience. It was absolute false advertising.
Fair enough. Then
I do my trailers like Marvel does. Have you ever seen a Marvel trailer? Fucking Thor Ragnarok trailer. None of that shit made sense when you watch the movie.
Fair enough. Who was your favorite character in Devilman, by the way?
It was Akira.
Fair enough. Okay.
I know people find it annoying, but like I said, because I have a very distinct what I want. I mean, obviously in the end it didn't matter, and that's what pissed me off. But I thought, okay, this character is being tested. He's going to become something greater than he is now. In that way, he was my Bakugo. Like, we're gonna throw all the shit at you because you're gonna become stronger than everybody else at the end. And
But
then
he
in the end,
doesn't.
he just fucking dies like a bitch. It's like, fuck off.
He doesn't die like a bitch. He unites a goddamn
No, yeah, he goes down
army.
swinging, but still for nothing, just so we can fucking tell the devil is gay. So the devil can get horny.
Yeah, no, I get that, but I think that's...
He was devil bait.
Like we said, for the time, 1973, it's like, oh, the hero goes for all this suffering, and like you said, he doesn't really
like
get anything in the end.
it's subversive, and I will give it props. It is subversive. And I said I appreciate objectionably, big thumbs up. But for me personally, I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, exactly.
man, that was a hearty killer. Like, you built up this character, and we just disposed of him. Like, aw.
I actually wanted to talk about Cyrene a bit, because I really liked her character.
Cyrene, like I said, we didn't address that. Cyrene appears to be much more important than what the show does.
In the manga, she's straight up just going to be like, I'm going to kill Devilman. But there's this, like, very short moment where she's, like, really lacking in confidence, actually, where she's like, shit, this guy's become really freaking strong, and I don't know if I can do this. She's actually, like, got some, like, doubts in herself. And kind...
In the show or the manga?
In the manga. In the show, she's just like, oh, me and Amon were lovers, and I want some of that D! That's like, that's her main concern. She just wants to get screwed and bring Amon back, because that is the demon that she loves.
That's another thing I kind of took a, like... Oh, we hear Amon in conversation, little bits, and I appreciate that.
Yeah,
that's subtle. That's cool.
Yeah,
but I would have liked to know more about Amon. Like, why was he so important?
In it, he is like the strongest demon ever. Basically,
yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, he, like, you know, naturally, main character gets the strongest thing ever. It's like Naruto and the Nine-Tailed Fox. Only, you know, Naruto gets taken over by the Nine-Tailed Fox repeatedly. Akira is a badass and doesn't. So, Amon, it's explained that he is, like, one of the great generals of hell or something. And he's, like, the most powerful demon out there. He's, like, one of the strongest. And that's essentially it. You can watch the OVA Devilman Apocalypse Amon, where it actually has this point where Devilman gets taken over by Amon and he totally, like, murders his friends. But that's kind of like a little the Amon Apocalypse one, you really wouldn't like it, actually, because it's, like, even darker, to be honest. Like and it does the whole Miki dies thing. He, like, kills his friend. He, like, eats a child and crap, like, straight up.
Christ.
Yeah, straight up. And then he has this, like, battle in his mind where he's Purple Devilman versus Big Red Amon Devilman, and he wins, you know, because of the power of love and crap, because he remembers, like, I love Miki, and then he uses psychic powers and punches the guy in the face repeatedly until he's nothing but, like, a pile of shit, and that's basically it. The Amon Apocalypse OVA isn't that good. It's like, if I had to recommend you watch, like, an OVA, definitely watch The Demon Bird or Devilman Birth, which is basically just the first 2 volumes of the Devilman manga. And they're really good. Ivan.
And I would recommend that you watch Iron-Blooded Orphans.
I'll get to it. I'm working my way up.
So now, because we keep putting off, let's talk finally about the art direction. Please.
Okay. I really fucking liked it. I mean, it could look really dumb sometime.
Beautiful. Even when it looks dumb, it looks beautiful.
Like, let's be real. The run looks really fucking silly. But I get it. It's supposed it's evoking this isn't a human anymore.
Yeah, it's completely inhuman. You're supposed to laugh at it because it's not supposed to look right.
Did you, like, can I just say, did you find it ironic, like, the guy who had, like, butterfly written on his hands and shit was eaten by the spider girl, Miko?
Yeah, that was obviously a fucking thing.
It's obviously.
That was obviously fucking symbolism.
Because then I'm pretty sure it just showed his, like, finger saying fly, and then the spider obviously eating him. Yeah, but obviously.
Oh my goodness, the character models are fucking brilliantly done. I heard some criticism from people saying that it looks weird because there's no shading.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be able to get them to move like that.
No,
with
exactly.
Shading.
No, there was actually a point where it said
y'all gotta fucking learn. You gotta start learning. It's all about cost and effect.
There was something
you gotta make some sacrifices, and they sacrifice shadow to really make those fuckers move.
I saw something about keyframes being drawn by like a single one person in a whole
certain episode. Yeah, certain episodes. They put
two
like
episodes. 2 episodes had 2 individual people like work on each.
And you can.
Of them.
It absolutely shows in the consistency.
Yeah, but it's fucking really good. Like I said. Also, God, some of the facial expressions, like the movement, I do really like it. I don't know, like I don't know why. Something that really stood out to me was the scene where you complained that it was too dark, like in episode 5, where he's fighting Cyrene. I really liked shit, was it? I'm like going to the violence here, but like when he like ripped off her head and she was like fucking clawing at the air and like swinging around and shit. I don't know. Everything just looked. I thought everything in the show looked really good. It was messy.
Some people take umbrage, and it's like those people just don't understand animation. Like you don't.
No.
I'm sorry. I hate that argument. Like, oh, well, you just don't understand because you don't do it. It's like you just don't understand. Like that shit was a feat and a half.
Yeah, especially
even when it was tweened. I fucking despise tweening, but this made tweening look good. Holy shit.
When you say twinning, you mean when it just like moves the arms, like
when it stretches and when it's moved computerly.
Yeah.
Basically, tweening is an abridger's best friend when it comes to eye movement. But I hate it so much I have to like completely reanimate eyes to do the stretchy ball. I like to do smears.
Yeah.
Is my that's my approach to tweening because I hate tweening so much. I do smearing. And, but I understand that when you're in a high production like that and you gotta make some fucking sacrifices. They sacrifice shadow, and sometimes you gotta put a tween in there. And I've never seen tweening look so fucking good.
May I just say that, it's always pissed me off when people, like, pause animation, say, look at this shit animation, and they pause it on a smear.
When I see that, I think it looks amazing.
Yeah, no, it does, kind of, because,
like I do a lot of smear animation for My Hero Abridged, and, so I'm one of those connoisseurs of the smear. I'm like, ooh, look at that smear. That's a good smear.
No, that smears are good.
Someone sent some images of Little Witch Academia. Their smears, and they're fucking ridiculous. They're fucking crazy.
I wanted to ask as well. What would you say is your favorite and least favorite episodes of Devilman?
I love pilots so much. So first episode 1 was definitely for me.
But take out the boobs, right?
After that, I can't say. I honestly cannot say a single episode. Besides that, it all came down to. I definitely didn't. I will say this. I definitely didn't like the first couple episodes because they really revel in depravity. Like, there's more hyper violence at the second half. Yeah. But the earlier half, it's all about the nudity and shit that I don't like.
Yeah, I remember I was also, even though you'd be surprised by this, I was a little shocked when like Miko was running and that guy said, "Hey, your breathing is sexy. You want to come sweat with me?" And then they were just fucking by the side of that lakeside fucking building. I was just like, whoa,
that was so fucking dumb.
And then she just like did that little punch to his head and his head exploded and she kept going. She didn't care.
I don't know why that was so fucking... I was laughing my ass. I was like, "Hey, you want to come sweat with me?" And they go, oh, by the way, I watched the first episode subbed.
Really?
I didn't realize it was dubbed. Until I got to the second episode, and then I looked through it. I'm like, oh shit, it's dubbed. So I got that delicious English.
Mine started off dubbed, and I checked out the sub in the middle of the 5th episode because I was like, wait a second, I haven't even looked at the sub. Because mentally, I'm fine either way. But if something is dubbed,
I will always go dubbed first if I can.
Yeah, I still need to.
If I have the option, I'm watching dubbed.
I'll definitely rewatch it at some point, subbed with a friend who likes to watch subbed anime.
What did you think of the voice acting now?
I thought it was fine, to be honest.
Christina was great. Christina V.
Yeah. Who did she play? Was she Miki?
Miki. She was Miki.
Because I was looking online to see who the voice actors were, and I couldn't find it. I know that Johnny Young Bosch.
Rio?
I know that Johnny Young Bosch was a rapper. Was it Todd Habercorn as Rio or something?
Who's the guy who plays Hisoka in the one that fucking Earl Basington fucking bought for an episode or two of Ha?
Did he do that?
Oh, they pay. Actually, honestly, Earl didn't pay. Coffin Jockey paid for him.
I'm looking right now in the 2011
and then Earl
version.
tried to get him back, but his rates were too high.
Keith Silverstein. Was it Keith Silverstein?
I think so.
Okay.
The point where he rapped, that was the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, the guy who was like...
That was too fucking good.
When he was like...
When he rapped for Miko.
Yeah, that... can I be honest? I laughed.
There was a lot of silly shit, but then there's silly shit that's just... It's so silly, it becomes cool. Like the running, and then this rap scene.
Mm-hmm. I quite liked some of the rap in it, actually, because I know that they actually hired...
it was good. It was silly, but it was good.
They hired... It
was better than Eminem's latest fucking EP.
I saw that, and I wasn't impressed, actually.
It was garbage.
Shit. Yeah, I haven't liked Eminem for a long time, to be fair, though. But I laughed when the guy was rapping for Miko, because I just thought it kind of came out of nowhere, and he just started rapping.
It was silly, but it was, like I said, it was so silly, it turned cool.
I'll tell you what did make me a little uncomfortable at one point. It was the bit where Miko was masturbating, it started coming out with the donkey noise.
What the fuck was that about?
I think it's just like a whole, like, you know, she's not like a pure person or something. It was in there. I was just like...
It's because I think that rapper mentioned that he heard a donkey.
Yeah, it was like, hey man, then someone he has a really weird pet, and she was like, oh no, that was me.
So I thought maybe this was like symbolism, and maybe we, the audience, hear it and no one else. But I guess she actually physically makes this noise.
No, it was definitely just
there's something that's so silly that it was never cool. Like it went past cool and went to silly. It went to silly and stupid again.
I think it was definitely like we heard the donkey noises.
That moment was so dumb. I forgot about it until you brought it up.
I don't think it was that he heard the donkey noise. I think it was just like some kind of symbolism or something. That's what I
and then she kind of like fucking imprinted upon the fact that, oh, maybe he was hearing me. I get that, yeah, but still.
Also,
that was fucking weird.
Who were you expecting to turn out to be evil? Did you think Miko was going to be the evil one, or did you think that the fucking runner was going to be the evil one? Because I thought the runner would at least have some like, hey, Devilman fucking saved me, I'm going to stick with him.
No, see, I assumed that he would be the evil one because we didn't really get to see him much as a character. We watched him cry after he fucked a dude. That's about as much characterization we got out of him. I'm like, yeah, this guy's fucking expendable. He's gonna be last second evil, and then we'll have something we can tear apart for fun.
Yeah,
they literally tear him apart.
Yeah, Devilman just fucking punches him right in the face and he dies.
Yeah,
but I actually liked the voice acting for the most part. There were times where I was like, because they had to like fill in lip syncs when he was like, you will go to hell, and whatnot.
Yeah, Devilman's fucking voice actor was very hit or miss.
Yeah, but he definitely sounded like a teenager, and even though he doesn't look like it, he is a teenager. He had the voice cracks and things, which I thought was fine. Like, fucking... If someone was like, hey, Val, you want to voice fucking Devilman? I'd be like, yeah,
every time he says, I am Devilman, it gets a little...
I loved it the first time he said, I'm Devilman. I loved that, you know?
Every time he ever said, I'm a Devilman, I'm like, we fucking get it.
Yeah, he has that, like, raise and, like, low. Personally, I would have personally, like, if it were me, I couldn't have done, like, the really, like, you know... Hey, hi, I'm fucking, you know, whatever. I'll save my voice acting pipes for when I'm actually voicing for you in a bit. But I probably would have just gone more. I probably would have just gone.
You're not on schedule today.
Fuck you. I would have probably just gone a little bit more gruff after he got possessed. Like, how would you direct it?
Yes, I would absolutely made him gruffer. If I could, like, completely change the voice.
Yeah,
I would have done it.
I thought that was gonna happen. I thought that was totally gonna happen. I understand
why they didn't do it, because they wanted to keep him human in the devil. I understand the creative decision behind it, but too often it was too silly.
Yeah, but
the end didn't justify the means.
Yeah. Did you? I
understand you were trying to retain his humanity, but it's like, well, that's why we call it acting, buddy.
I still thought
we could change the voice, but we could still inflect humanity in the voice. So
I still thought it was fine, though. In the end,
but yeah, it was acceptable.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. Was there anyone that you would say, like, you know, really stood out as a voice actor in that? Because I really liked Cyrene. I thought she was great.
Yeah, Cyrene sounded great too. But for me, it was Christina V. I thought.
Yeah, no, I'm
always
really
happy
good.
to hear her.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't. Maybe it's because I haven't actually been watching much anime lately.
And I say that because I feel like that's who made the character. The writing did not make Miki. I think Christina made Miki.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I'll say this.
She's total girl next door voice. Like there's a reason why they cast her as Ochako as well. Like,
I would just like to say I do not like her as Killua in Hunter x Hunter. But I liked her. I liked Miki.
I've not watched. I never got that far in the Hunter x Hunter dub.
She's Killua. She's Killua. So
I'm gonna have to listen to that.
She's not far in.
Erica Mendez is gone, right?
Is she? Is she?
I think so.
Why is she gone? Isn't she? Didn't she like break out being like a She like kind of broke out, didn't she?
I mean, she was fucking. What's the chick's name in Kill la Kill? I feel like that was pretty breakout.
Oh, I think she's gone. Isn't she?
Yeah, Erica Mendez is gone in Hunter
Yeah,
Hunter.
she's gone Freesis. And she's still gone Freesis, as I believe. What did you mean she was gone? Oh!
I was telling you she is gone.
Yeah! I thought you were like, she's gone, like, what?
Yeah, I get the joke. Like, we watched an episode of Hogs Ha, like...
No, I was like, she's gone. I'm like, what? She's gone? Where did she go?
Gone. No, she's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, sitcom laughter ensues.
I had a similar moment the other day when I looked at the episode, the second episode of Joy Quest, where it was like, fill in the blank. I was like, I don't get it. A week later, I looked at it again. Fill in the blank! I had one of those moments.
It's an entendre.
Yeah. Sorry. God.
Even that's literally all I do is write entendres.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I do.
God. Shit.
Because I don't write punchlines.
So, all I can... Like, do you want to wrap this up or something?
I think it's time to wrap it up. I mean,
okay,
what else is there all to say?
Let's just, like, get on with, like, the main bits. I thought Devilman had a shaky start. It definitely has some, like,
I think it had a brilliant start.
I mean the very start. When it got to the club for me, that's when I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm getting invested.
The club is when I'm like, I don't think I like this anymore.
Yeah. I was very confused.
That's when I started turning a little bit of a white knuckle experience. I'm 12, I don't understand what this is.
Yeah.
I clutch tightly until
I would actually like you to bear in mind, Ivan. I'd actually like to have you bear in mind, I watched the Bio Booster Guyver OVA when I was 3.
The fuck is that?
Oh.
You said you said you watched an OVA when you're 3?
Yeah.
Was your fucking mom like priming you into fucking anime? Like what the hell?
No, my mom liked the Guyver. Like fucking dude, I've talked about it before. There's like a bit where the main character gets like fucking his skin turns inside out and shit. And he was like screaming.
This is a conversation for another time, but without the
totally
fucking anime you ever
But anyway,
saw.
yeah, you're right. So at the very start, I had trouble like seeing who Akira Fudo was, and I was like, oh fuck, he's that kid. He's that fucking kid because he's not that much of a crybaby in the manga. They say he was when he was younger. When it got to the club, that's when I was fully invested, and from there on, I was just like fucking gripped. I was like, next episode.
My investment was when Rio showed up, and you get that fucking, because I love the Golden Hour. I love that fucking color scheme.
Oh yeah.
Yellow sky, he shows up.
Yeah,
and then they're in the fucking car, and that fucking 80s synth is playing. That's another criticism I have. God, we need to... I know we're having so much fun with the 80s right now, but we need to stop before we hurt ourselves.
Yeah, it was kind of like...
let me release My Hero Abridged Season 3, and then we need to put the 80s to rest.
Yeah, like...
let me get my shot at it, and then let's put it to rest.
It's and bloody, even though I haven't watched it yet.
Because it's gonna get old very fast.
Stranger Things and It really fucking, like, did a whole, like, love letter to the 80s, didn't they?
No, everyone's doing it. Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, because they did the fucking
even fucking Captain America's Winter Soldier. Like that's where it started.
I didn't watch Winter Soldier.
Oh my fucking god! Let's end this podcast now.
Okay, then Ivan,
we cannot document me just abusing you.
Verdict on Devilman. I thought it was really good.
Objectionably, it is a stellar experience. Everyone should watch. Even a guy like me who does not care about pulp extrapolation
or tits,
you should still watch it. It's still an experience.
Okay, then
experience. Like if you like, here's the thing. Maybe if you're not into anime, yeah, don't worry about it. But if you are into anime, if the fucking Anime Jock is into this, you better be, or else your fucking street cred is ruined.
Also, don't watch it if you're squeamish or don't like tits and drugs.
You should especially watch it It's like a vaccine.
Unless
so
you're
you'll never have to
Naomi.
watch it again.
Unless you're Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi, don't watch. Dad,
No.
your dads say no.
Dads?
Yeah, we're her dads. My two dads.
Fair enough.
Go to bed. So yeah, there's nothing else to say, right? Except just go fucking watch it. Like,
Yeah.
even if it's you're not into it, even if you're curious or you're against it, you should see it for the direction. Like, don't see it for Devilman. See it for the director. What's his name? Let's say his name right, or even better yet, let's pronounce it wrong.
I'll fucking check it.
Piss everyone off.
I'll check it
This
out.
is the part where we start typing furiously because we don't know these names.
Masaki Yuasa.
Okay, you said it right.
Yeah.
Masaki Yuasa. Watch it for that man. Because he did a hell of a job. Tell us in the comments what you think. I want to know, I'm curious, I'm absolutely legitimately curious. Is there someone in the comment section who watched it all the way through and despises it fully? Like, sees no merit in it whatsoever?
There was,
Because
actually.
that's the opinion I want to see now.
I did see someone say, if you watched Devilman and enjoyed it, you are a shitty person.
Let's let them talk. That's how we want to fight this. Let's invite all the fucking hate. Did you despise Devilman? Fucking ream us in the comments below. Also, what did you think of this format? I know people really like the Pokemon review, which I have to apologize, an addendum to the movie hit list I did, where I said that it was on Patreon. We lost the Pokemon abridged. Why did I say call it abridged? We lost the Pokemon review. Fucking Show Pro fucking deleted the whole fucking thing. It's wiped off the face of the planet. It's bullshit. So it's gone forever. It's in the ether. Unless I fight them on it, and I don't want to fight them because Show Pro don't play by the rules. So, who wants to play with someone like that? But otherwise, yeah, like, did you like this podcast format, audience? Because if so, I would do it this way again. Maybe we get some more people on, and this is how we go about it.
Like I said, I think we could structure it a bit better, because,
there's always room for structure.
Yeah,
I agree.
we're a bit all over the place.
But I liked how relaxed it was, because I worked
nice.
so hard on a bunch of other shit, so this was relaxing. Adios, fair audience.
Bye.
If there's a next time, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.